Hello and welcome to Medical Dialogues. I'm Dr. Bhumika. Here's what I bring to you from the world of medicine. Obesity may be linked to 40% of postmenopausal hormone-positive breast cancer. Around 40% of postmenopausal hormone-positive breast cancer cases may be linked to excess body fat, suggests Spanish research published online in the Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health. This proportion is significantly higher than 1 in 10 such cases currently attributed to excess weight using the widely used measures of body mass index, and indicates that the real impact of obesity on breast cancer risk has likely been underestimated, says the researchers. BMI isn't necessarily a very accurate measure of body fat, particularly in older women, because it doesn't account for age, sex, or ethnicity, they point out. They therefore compared BMI with the CUN-BAE, a validated measure of body fat that does account for age and sex, in 1033 white postmenopausal women with breast cancer and 1143 free of the disease, but matched for age, sex, and geographical region. All the women were taking part in the multi-case controlled Spain study, which aims to evaluate the environmental and genetic factors associated with bowel, breast, stomach, and prostate cancer and chronic lymphocytic leukemia among 20 to 85-year-olds. All participants were quizzed on potentially influential risk factors, that is socio-demographic lifestyle and personal or family medical and reproductive histories. Dietary information was collected through a validated semi-structured 140-item food frequency questionnaire, and a self-administered questionnaire was used to gather information on usual alcohol intake between the ages of 30 and 40. The CUN-BAE categorizes body fat as less than 35%, 35 to 39.9%, 40 to 44.9%, and 45% and above. BMI classifies weight as less than 25, 25 to 29.9, 30 to 34.9, and 35 and above. Average BMI was just over 26 in the comparison group and just over 27 in the women with breast cancer. Average CUN-BAE was just under 40% and almost 40.5% respectively. A BMI below 25 was observed in 45% of women in the comparison group and in 37% of those with breast cancer. A BMI of 30 or above, which signifies obesity, was observed in 20% and in just over 24% respectively. A CUN-BAE below 35% was observed in 20.5% of women in the comparison group and in 16% of those with breast cancer. A CUN-BAE of 40% or above was observed in just over 46% of women in the comparison group and in 53% of those with breast cancer. A CUN-BAE of 45% or above was associated with a more than doubling in the risk of postmenopausal breast cancer compared with a CUN-BAE of below 35%. No similar trend was observed for BMI, prompting the researchers to estimate that 23% of breast cancer cases were attributable to excess body fat using BMI, but 38% using the CUN-BAE. But these differences were only apparent for hormone-positive cancers, for which the estimated proportions attributable to excess body fat were 20% and 42%. Causal factors can't be established from the findings of this case-controlled study, says the researchers, who also acknowledged that the CUN-BAE formula was calculated from a sample of sedentary people and the number of breast cancers that weren't hormone positive was small. Nevertheless, they conclude the results of our study indicate that excess body fat is a significant risk factor for hormone receptor positive breast cancer in postmenopausal women. Our findings suggest that the population impact could be underestimated when using traditional BMI estimates, and the more accurate measures of body fat such as CUN-BAE should be considered when estimating the cancer burden attributable to obesity in postmenopausal breast cancer. Thank you for watching Medical Dialogues. Stay tuned for more such updates.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.